Hi everyone, Luke here from Weekend Tour Pros, and you're joining me today for the first proper episode of a new series on the channel that I'm calling Weekend Tour Pros On Tour. And in this series, what's going to happen is you're going to join me as I play 9 or 18 holes on some really fascinating golf courses. You'll see some real golf, no editing, good, bad, the ugly. Hopefully you'll fist bump on the good, you'll laugh at the bad, and you'll cringe with me on the ugly as well. The key purpose of this series is to hopefully give you some entertaining content, a little bit different from the reviews that are on the channel, but also showcase some really interesting golf courses that have got a great story to tell, but they're not necessarily the ones that you're used to seeing on YouTube. And that means there's two things that you're always going to see on these golf courses. Number one, every single one of these golf courses will be open to you, me, and any visiting member of the public. The second and most important thing is every single one of these golf courses is going to have an affordable green fee as well, so it's not going to break your bank too much. Now the golf course we're at today is an absolutely fantastic golf course to start this series at. We're in the New Forest in Hampshire, England at Bramshaw Golf Club. Now there's two golf courses here at Bramshaw. There's the Forest course, which is the oldest golf course in Hampshire, and has some really unique greenkeepers, and we're going to show you that in the near future. And then the one we're playing today is the more recent Manor Course, which was built just over 50 years ago. It's a mature parkland golf course. It's a par 71, just over 6,000 yards off the back tees. We'll be playing off the middles today because we're in the winter and the back tees aren't out. But hopefully we're going to showcase you a fantastic golf course in the New Forest, and hopefully I might play some okay golf along the way. Let's get stuck in. Right, so first shot of the day, first swing of the day. We've got a 348 yard par 4. The hole's quite a straight hole by the looks of things. I think I can see the flag just in the distance. So the little copse of trees you can see on the left hand side, I think it's just behind the right one of those that's overhanging. So for me here, looking at the hole, looks like it opens up after we get past those trees. So I think if I try and hit a tee shot, dead down the middle, there's a couple of trees in the distance, about 200, 210 yards. Hopefully it will then give us the hole opening up and a chance to reach the green. It is very cold, crisp autumnal morning here on the south of England, about 7-8 degrees, so not expecting the ball to go as far as it would do when we're on TrackMan in those normalised conditions. So probably going to try and club up a little bit at the start of the round. Hopefully as it warms up, we'll be able to get back to some usual distances. Oh, I've hit a good one. Just started down the middle. It's probably cut a little bit more left than I wanted it to. Oh, I think it might have just clipped the last tree and died, but we're in play, we're safe. That's always the fear on the first tee when you're filming a video, is you hit a bad one. A few first tee nerves, pick up our tee, and the round is off. Okay, so good first tee shot. Just got it inside the sort of 150 stakes, but I think the pin might be at the back because we've got 160 into the pin. We're just down that left-hand side, that copse of trees you saw, we just cut round them into the fairway. It looks like from some red stakes, there might be a little bit of a ditch running across the green. Also, there's a little bit of a puff into, and like I say, it is early on a crisp autumn morning, so ball's not going to go as far. So I'm going to just try and smooth a 6-iron down there. There's a tree just to the left of the pin, between the pin and the bunker. I think I'm going to go kind of between there and the pin. Hopefully we can start with a GIR and get off to a good one. Oh, I've hit that good, but I've just leaked it a little bit left. Hopefully it's going to avoid that bunker. God, you can tell it truly has become autumnal in the UK. About 3 to 4 weeks ago when we were playing, drives were rolling out to about 250 when the conditions were firm. Everything was going 10 yards further. We've got a 348 yard par 4 into the teeth a little bit today, the little breeze that's there. And I've hit driver, 6-iron, both well. And I've only just got up level with the front of the green. So just shows you how quickly the conditions have changed. Got a little chip here. We're probably about 5 paces off of the green on the fairway. That bunker, we just missed it. We were just short of it and a little bit right of it. But a little chip and run. Pins in the back right corner. Let's just try and see if we can get this inside sort of 10 feet and give ourselves at least a putt for that par. Keep going, that's good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Really happy with that. Probably about 3-4 feet. Got ourselves a chance for the up and down for par. Right, so we've got a little 3-footer here, and these are the kind of ones that you always want to make on camera, particularly as a handicap golfer. Great to start with a par. One thing to call out on the greens today, you may see a couple of shoots of kind of lighter grass sort of shooting up a little bit longer than the rest of the greens. The greenkeeping team here at Bramshaw are currently in the process of overseeding the greens with a different type of grass profile to give them a mixed profile, make them a little bit more truer and a little bit more rigid to the weather. And as a result, they are kind of letting that bed in at the moment and trying to sort of lay off cutting the greens as much as they normally would. So just bear with that. Come next spring, next summer, these greens are going to be absolutely pure. Come on, let's roll this one in. Oh my God. I had it left edge based on the way the chip moved. It didn't. That's what golf is on YouTube, guys. Real golf, holding everything out. A silly bogey after a good up and down. So disappointed to miss that short putt. I had it just turning off the left edge and it didn't. It was dead straight. I'd obviously taken all the break out of it through the chip. Second hole, par 5. This one looks like it's going to be a tough par 5 today because of the temperature and that slight wind into. But it looks like it just sort of meanders a little bit down the left and then straightens up. I think I can see the flag in the distance right behind this left-hand tall tree. 528, there's probably going to take 3 good hits today. Looks like there's a copse of trees in the distance. I think I can go straight at the middle of those. If we hit that little peely one off of it, it'll probably put us into the center stripe. It looks like being slightly left is better here than slightly right in terms of giving you the maximum chance on the second shot. Bit more cut than I wanted, but it's absolutely fine. It's probably just going to be a bit short. Yeah, so we're just smack bang in the middle, down there. Not my best hit, but it's a par 5. We've got a chance still. Caught that a little bit thin, but I think we're fine. Hopefully it's got over the ditch. I saw it bounce, that's hopefully a good sign. Probably going to be a bit shorter than I wanted. It wasn't a great strike, but we're down the centre, we're in play, we've got a chance to reach the green. So the good news is there wasn't a cross ditch there. There is a ditch either side of the fairway, but it's not across there. But we were past it by about 25 yards based on me just pacing it out. We've left ourselves about 147 into this pin. What I can see up there is I can see a cross ditch because there's a bridge over to the green. It looks like a stunning setting actually of that big sort of set of trees behind it. What a beautiful setting for an approach shot into a par 5. Given what we've seen so far and how far the ball's going, everything says to me hit a 6-iron, the flag's at the front, go long, be long of the green, leave yourself a long putt for birdie, try and 2-putt for par. But this is YouTube. You guys have come to see me try and do good things. You want to see the good, you want to see the bad, you want to see the ugly. Let's try the heroic shot, let's try and stiff it, and if we don't, then at least we'll have the hilarious bit of it going in the water. Right, come on. Good strike. It is a good strike. It's literally just right at the pin. Is it going to get there? Oh, it's just got there. Oh, what a golf shot that is. I'm delighted I've gone for it. It might just be about 15 feet. Let's get up there, let's take a look. We've got a birdie putt. This was the size of that ditch we were trying to clear, a lot bigger than I thought. So an aggressive but well struck approach shot there. I actually just repaired my pitch mark and I paced it back and we're only about 4 yards over that ravine. So it really is a devilish pin position. We've got an uphill putt here. I think it's going to break maybe just off the left side, but not a lot. I'm going to keep the pin. I wouldn't normally keep the pin in, but because we're putting up the hill, would like to just be able to let you guys see. This would feel like we've got one back after that silly putt on the first. Go, go, go. Oh. I think I actually pulled it and it was lucky because I misread the break, but we've stopped on the lip. A tap-in par will take that. 1 over through 2. So third hole, we've now turned. We're actually going the opposite way now to the second hole that we've just played. There is actually a back tee where you do play over that same ditch that you just saw me play my approach over on the par 5, but they're not in play today. We've got 356 yards. Those 2 trees, the flag's right in the middle of those 2 trees, dead straight hole. Those 2 trees are about 230, 240. So although we're down the wind slightly, I don't think we'll reach them today, but we don't want to be blocked out by them for our second. So anything that gives us a shot at the green would be good. I'm just going to go at the left edge of the right tree. And again, see if we hit that peely one off of it. Oh, massive peely one. Not good at all. Be safe. It's absolutely fine, but I think it's going to be completely blocked out by that one down the left-hand side. A horrible little cutty, slicey one, not good. Not a good tee shot in terms of distance or strike or flight. It was just not good at all. I really don't like that one. I haven't hit many of them lately. You can probably see the green, the pin is just under this left-hand tree, on the right-hand side of this left-hand tree. There's only one bunker up there from what I can see on my watch, and again, because of it being behind that tree, hopefully it's not in play. The last tree, I'm not sure if you can see it, on the ones that are running down the right-hand side, is sort of level with the pin from what I can get. It's about 170. I've got a 6-iron. Again, because of the conditions, even downwind, I don't think we're going to get there. But I'm just trying to do damage limitation here and just try and hit it almost towards that tree, knowing I can get it through the gap and hopefully leave ourselves a chip and a putt on. And if we do hit anything that cuts a little, we'll absolutely take it. Oh, that's terrible. It's hitting that tree on the right. And it's come down right in the middle of them. Absolutely smothered it. Not a good shot. That definitely is the ugly. So after that terrible shot where we hit that big tree just behind me there, we've just come between them. We've got 101 to the flag, which actually today should be a perfect number for this gap wedge if we strike it. Started a bit too far right. Oh, I've hit that a little bit pacey. And it was quite straight. Right, 6 foot for bogey. Probably double the distance we wanted to leave ourselves, making this hole a little bit more difficult than it should be. Oh my God, 2 lip outs in 3 holes. Oh, that was a great putt. Double bogey, that certainly is the ugly. We can laugh it off though, guys. 4th hole's a par 3. 145 on the card from where we're teeing from today, but I think the tee's a little bit forward because we've only got 135 to the pin. There's a big bunker, quite a deep bunker that's stretching across the front, middle and right side of the green, and another one if you really do bail out left for the safe play. I feel like the play here is there's a big log, sort of chopped down log behind the pin, just to the left of the bunker. I think that's the play, miss it between the bunkers. Based on how well I hit that 7-iron into the par 5, we're facing the same direction, so I think it can be a good 8-iron, even in these conditions, especially as we're off a T-peg. It does feel like the wind has just got up a little bit, so just got to hope it doesn't get eaten up. Oh my God, I've pulled that so far right, it's lost. Geez, not good. Right, ball's in the red stakes. We've been able to take a drop over here, not had to use the provisional. I've chunked it. Chunked it. It was horrible. It's really wet. It's really sticky. Not a good shot. Right, come on then. 4th shot. Really, really, really damage limitation here now. Got to get up and down. Oh, it's coming at you on the camera. You might not see that stop. Oh, I've not hit it there. I've hit the ground on my putter. Oh, that's a silly. I think it's a triple. 2 putts, 2 chips, tee shot and a drop. 6. Oh my God. It's a really easy par 3 too. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to find my form. Right, I've just had a little talk with myself as we were walking between the 2 holes there. Had a little bit of a reset. We've got another par 5. This one's 490. Again into the breeze, running in the same direction as the 1st, the 2nd and the 4th. I cannot see the pin. I think it's going to dogleg round to the right. So I think we just need to get it down the fairway. This looks like the first hole that looks quite tight compared to what we've played so far. So need to hit a good drive. I don't think that cutty one that I hit 2 holes ago is going to be get away with it here. I think there's a Christmas tree type tree right in the distance on the right hand side of a bunch of them. I think that's the line. Oh, a bit too much cut. Please be safe. Don't give me 2 lost balls in 2 holes. Oh, it's fine. One of the beauties of autumn winter golf is the ball stops quickly. I think there's like a buggy path down there. We're just inside it. Let's see if that opens up the hole at least and gives us some advantage. So as you can see from the path, we've just avoided it. We're in the first cut. We are playing preferred lies because we are into the autumn winter, but when you're on the first cut, you don't. And you can see from the zoomed in shot that I've got a massive mud ball Bubba style. I think I can see the green based on a bunker complex is right round behind these trees. So this run of trees this way, I think it's going to sort of dogleg 90 degrees round it. It's about 170 to get to the end of them. So I think I'm just going to try and hit a hybrid into kind of the left of those trees and just give myself some sort of chance into the green. I think it's better to be left more than closer to those trees, because if I don't get it far enough with this mud ball, then there is a chance that we will be going over them. So let's see what happens and let's see how this comes out. This could be brilliant, it could be a disaster, but I'm going, as you're looking at the camera, very much to the left. Oh, it's come out low. It's going towards those trees. Please run, go, go. Oh, it's going to be tight if we're around those trees. It probably is going to be meaning I have to chip through them. Go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Dead on the line that I wanted, but it's just come up a little bit short, maybe because of that mud. Right, we're back in play. We didn't get it up there as much as we wanted. We were aiming to try and get it up there, but we have got a chance to get to the pin. What I would say is we've got the shoulder off the back of the bunker here to contend with. So I think it is going to try and run away from us, but let's see what we can do. Oof, not a bad effort. Slowed down nicely. Come on. Nice solid putt. Oh, I've missed another. Oh my God. Just wanted to turn on me. Bogey. Ah, when will this bad run end? When will the good golf start again? Ah, that was a little bit of a frustrating bogey. A bit of unlucky with the mud ball, but felt like I executed sensible golf shots, but maybe just not perfect to walk away with a bogey. Right, sixth hole. This looks like it's going to be a big sweeping dogleg round to the right. I can see the 150 stake into the right into the distance, but these trees overhanging here, they're about 150 yards away. I don't know how much of a dogleg it is and how aggressive you want to be. So I think the furthest right I'm going to want to go is that 150 stake. The problem I've got is my miss today seems to be with the driver, a little bit of a cut to the left, which isn't my miss when I'm playing well. So I just don't want to be too far. So I'm going to be aggressive with the line, or semi-aggressive with the line, knowing that it probably is going to cut back. Again, just a cut. It's almost going to land on that telegraph pole, I think. Yeah. I think we might be okay. We'll definitely should be able to see the green. We've just made the hole probably longer and left ourselves 200 in rather than closer to 160. So my tee shot was absolutely fine. It's literally dog legs come round here. It's almost like a 80-degree dog leg. Now, interestingly, Molly, the manager here, was telling me they've put some new ditching in, which hopefully the drone footage is capturing for you. And it sort of snakes across this bit of the fairway. And it's a really, really clever design because I can see a bunker right side of the green. So if you want to play over that angle and play the shortest carry over the ditch, you bring the bunker into play. Otherwise, you've got to take on the ditch at the flag sort of side, where it sort of meanders up and then across as part of that snaking. And it means it's a longer carry over the ditch. It's a really good, thoughtful way of putting the ditch in and a really clever design. Again, this is YouTube and I want you guys to laugh at me if I do something bad. I'm going to have a go with a 5-wood. It's 201 yards to the pin. It's going to be all of this today in these conditions. It's going to require a really good hit. I think there's a little bit of wind just behind me that might help a little bit, but we just need to get a good strike and get it over that ditch. It's a good strike. I've just leaked it left. Please get over it. Oh, I've leaked it really left. I did see that down. I don't know if the wind's moving it that way. I think we're over the ditch from what I saw, but just. All you can do on autumn winter greens is hit good putts and hope they drop, and we just haven't had any drop so far today. Let's hope that we finally get one. Hooray! Ah, we needed that par. Stroke index 1 as well. Really happy with that. Let's hope that's the start for changing fortunes. Right, 7th hole, good length par 3 here. The tee's forward today, it's still playing 179 to the pin. And I really hope the camera's doing it justice because it's another stunning golf hole. It is autumn golf, so obviously golf courses aren't always at their peak at this time of year, but you can just see from the surroundings here exactly why I wanted to play here. It's stunning. We're in the New Forest, millionaires golf, and these trees and the setting of this golf course is beautiful. We've got to funnel it through here. The pin must be tucked on the left because those overhanging trees on the left hand side look like they are between me and the pin. So I have hit a little bit of a cut all day today. Maybe we can aim it those two tall Christmas trees in the middle of the green, and if it peels off it, great. The only thing that worries me is the bunker is on the right, so if you do sort of smother it and miss it right, that bunker is there. Taking it just a little drawy one over the left edge of those trees. I think we've just caught on the front edge. It's a really good golf shot actually, really pleased with that. Hopefully we've got a chance to make another par. Stunning little par 3 this really is. This setting for this green surrounded by trees is beautiful, and it comes after probably my best strike in a couple of holes, a little drawy hybrid into this green. We've left ourselves about 30 to 35 feet for the birdie. Would absolutely love 2 putts from here. Go! Oh, it's a great line. Probably not had a putt that length all day so far, so really didn't know how hard to hit it. Oh, it's moved on me. Oh my God. 3-putt bogey. Frustrating. Right, the 8th, 393 yard par 4. It looks like it's a blind one. Looks like we're going over a ridge here because I can only see a pole to aim at in the distance, and I'm assuming just based on the tree lines, which is just again stunning in behind, it's going to dogleg round to the right. And I think that's why this big tall tree on the right hand side here is to stop you being overly aggressive and cutting it over. But let's see if we can just hit one at that marker post. If we drifted off it, so be it. Just drifting again, it seems to be the shot of the day, but I think we're going to be fine, unless there's some obstacles down there that we can't see, and hopefully a good line in. So unfortunately my tee shot just found the only fairway bunker, which was on the left hand side, so if you bailed out like I unintentionally did, you found it. I'm not a great fairway bunker player if I'm honest with you, so had 195, and the thought of trying to take something out of it, even though it was a low lip that's got not a lot of loft on, just doesn't appeal to me, especially I didn't know the hole. So I've hit an 8-iron down the right hand side, probably a bit more right than I was aiming. I didn't realise there was some out of bounds stakes here. I'm not sure if they're for this hole. I think they're for the par 5 that we've already played, because otherwise they'd be just off the fairway. But we've got 82 yards, it's quite a big green, but there's not a lot of space to miss long or left or right. I've got a 54-degree wedge. I don't think this will go long at this time of year, so I think I can just hit a nice smooth one and hopefully we'll give ourselves another putt for par. Caught it a little bit heavy, it's got to go. Oh, it's got there, just a little bit left. God, the divot went miles. Oh, would love to make this, just would love it. Really struggling to read this one. I'm not seeing a lot in it, so I'm going to hit it fairly straight. Oh, probably just pulled it a little bit, but good pace. Tap in bogey after finding a fairway bunker, which are not my strength. We'll take it, and this is a stunning hole, probably my favourite that I've played so far, just for the visuals off the tee and how it swept over the brow. Lovely. All right, we're finishing the front 9 with another par 3, really similar length actually to the one that we played a couple of holes ago. 176 today to the flag. From what I can see, it looks like there's another bunker just front left. We've got this tree here which stops you from trying to hit the draw unless you can get over it. There's another tree on the right hand side that's level with that bunker, stopping you from kind of coming in with a fade. So it just requires you to hit a really good golf shot. And do you know what? You know, I may not have my best stuff today, but this golf course is stunning, really, really is. I can imagine in the middle of summer when it's a lovely day, it's just absolutely pure as well. But I love the setting. The par 3s have been great so far. Good mix of holes. And that's making me enjoy it despite the fact I haven't necessarily brought my best game yet. But come on, let's try and end the front 9 on a positive fashion, hit a good golf shot and see what happens. I'm going to try and go at that bunker and see if we can hit the draw that we hit a couple of holes ago. Oh, I've hit a golf shot, guys. I've hit a golf shot. Come on, be the number. Oh, it's up there. I don't know what's up there. I don't know if there's like a little swell or the green's got a funny shape to it. It's just rolled over a brow, but it's a golf shot. So I feel like I've got a little bit unlucky there, guys. The green, so the tee's back over there. The green is shaped like a triangle, so it's really wide on these two front corners, and it sort of narrows and sort of squeezes in. And I've just kind of, by trying to get it back up here, I've put it into the narrowest part of the green. We've pitched on and we've just rolled off. We've left ourselves this horrible short-sided chip in some soft ground, which, as you can remember from earlier, I've not chipped it great when I've had to with a bit of loft so far. So probably need to give myself a bit of a positive self-talk here. I think anything past the flag that gives me a putt for par is good. I just don't want to leave it short, so that's probably my requirement here. I've played it lovely. Oh, it's a nice way to finish the front nine. Right, start of the back nine. I think we're 9 over par, I think, from checking my score on my watch. In truth, I haven't had my best stuff, but bar those 2 holes that were a bit of a disaster, I think it was 3 and 4, where we were double and then triple. To make pars and bogeys and feel like I've left a few out there, I've not really hit too many good short putts today. I don't feel too disappointed about that, especially playing on camera. If any of you guys have ever had your mates film you for a shot or two, you know what the stress is like, or the bit of pressure of playing on camera. I'm still getting a little bit used to that because there's absolutely zero editing out in this video. Unlike when I hit the shots in the studio, I get to edit the odd one out. But the 10th hole, 308 yard par 4. We've got a really lovely setting for a tee shot. I'm going to try and hit the big dog, see if we can get it going a little bit. The flag is down there. I can see it in the distance. I don't think there's too many obstacles between me and it. So let's see what we can do. Low stingery one. Started on the pin, peeled back. Really haven't driven the ball that well today, and hopefully we'll find that on the back nine because it really could help that score. So it wasn't the best strike off the tee, but again, being a short hole and actually it's quite open, I've got away with it. We've got a little bunker here which we managed to avoid, and another one up there. The fairway is cambering and pushing everything sort of down and to the left. We've got 93 yards to this pin. It's tucked at the back and it looks like long is not good. So I'm going to play a 54-degree wedge. I don't think this can get there at all, and that's deliberate. So I'm just going to try and hit a nice one, hopefully find the middle of the green, take all the danger out of play, take my chances that we can have a 2-putt, make a par and walk on and start the back nine in style. It's a good line. How short is it? Well, it's a bit shorter than I wanted. So happy to hit a GIR, but would have liked to have been a little bit closer. We've got quite a big tier as well that's not far from the green, so I feel like I need to give it a bit of a whack, and this could be one of those shots where we cringe if I absolutely race it through, but equally if I don't get it up there, that will be just as embarrassing. Not a bad effort. Brilliant, happy with that. Nice par to start the back nine. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Right, the 11th, 376 yard par 4. This is just stunning. What an elevated tee this is. That sort of cut down tree looks like it's the line in the distance. Again, probably the first hole all day that suited my shape or the shape of the day, not the shape I want to see of a cut. So you can absolutely guarantee that I'm probably gonna hook this one to the right. Right, come on. Let's have a good tee shot at that tree and let it just peel off. Oh, I've hit one almost dead straight at that tree as described. Go on. Oh, it's perfect. It's almost actually landed in it. What a tee shot. We're back in the game. Come on. Probably the best drive of the day actually so far. The first one that's gone with that just tiny sort of 1-2 yard cut that I want. That big tree that we're aiming at, the tee's back there, we've just doglegged round. Hopefully you can pick up the pin there in the distance. From what I can see on my watch, there's a bunker to the left of the green, which is a really clever design again, because with the trees on the right, everything's pushing you to miss left. I've got 160 to go because of where the pin is. It's about 140 to the front of the green. I'm going to hit a 6, because I think we are back into the breeze just a little bit at the moment. And just try and see if we can smooth one down there and hopefully miss it to the right, if anywhere. Definitely missing it to the right. Is it going to get over those trees? Oh, it's hit something middle stump. Ah, it's hit something middle stump and it's come about 30 yards back towards us. Oh, it's got to go. It's got to go. I have not hit that hard enough. Right shot, poor execution. Oh, it's just a terrible, terrible read of the green. Didn't throw it far enough up the right or hard enough. I'm not gonna lie, after my tee shot, I wasn't expecting to have this far to save bogey. It just is a funny old game, golf. Turn. Oh, I've not got it there. After all of that. Ah, double bogey. I just thought if we could keep them off the card on the back nine, they'd make enough pars to make the score respectable. That's a shame. Right, 12th hole, short par 4. Again, just another, there's something about elevated tees. I absolutely love them. We've got 262 yards. It's a slight dog leg. I can just see the corner of the green. As I was walking off the last green, you can see the hole. It just sort of turns slightly around the corner. For the longer hitters, definitely a risk reward. Go for it. I'm certainly not a longer hitter, and I certainly haven't played this place before to know how much room there is right. So I'm just going to try and pop a 5-wood down there at that bunker in the distance, and hopefully just give ourselves some sort of flick in with a sort of 54-degree wedge, see what we can do. That is absolutely awesome. I have hit a few good shots so far on this back nine, and we are literally just on the right side of that bunker, probably about 50 yards off the green, and we've got ourselves a chance to make a par and reply from that last hole. Really good tee shot there, probably again best 2 tee shots of the day, back to back on the last 2 holes. We know how it ended on the last hole. We didn't capitalise on it, so hopefully we will this time. I've got 51 yards to the front pin. I'm going to try and play the same shot that I tried to play from under those trees on the last hole, because that one did go about 50 yards with the pitching wedge, and we are in the fairway here, so it might just come out a little bit better this time. Just try and keep it low, chase it up there, and see if we can get ourselves a nice birdie putt or worst case par. And I've absolutely thinned it across the floor. It's absolutely terrible, and it's not got on the green. Oh, that is cringy. There's only one way to make up for that last shot, and that's either hold this or at least put it to gimme range. So let's try and hit a nice little chip shot. Got the 9-iron. It seems to have served me well on a few of these so far today. And that will do nicely. 13th is a 162 yard par 3. Pins at the front today, so it's actually only playing 150, but it feels like the wind's as strong as it's been all day, and this hole is definitely into. So despite the fact that it's slightly downhill, because of the cold air and because of the fact we're playing into the wind, I am going to hit a 6. Looks like there's a bunker short left and a bunker long right, closer to the side the flag's on. So potentially, if I've hopefully got enough club, between the flag and the bunker on the left would be a good play here, and hopefully give ourselves another chance to make another par. I've hit another golf shot. Please stay there. Please don't kick left. Yep, really good. Judged it really well with the wind. I think we're pin high, probably about 20-30 feet left. We've got another putt for birdie. Come on. Repair your pitch mark, people. So we pitched pin high. That's kind of pin high there. The tee's back to our right. And we've just come up left of the flag, which is tucked front right. And it does look like it all slopes towards you guys with the camera, and maybe off of the left as well. I'm not the best green reader in the world, and that's something you guys can laugh at all the way through these series as they carry on, but I'm certainly seeing it downhill off the left. Again, anything that rolls up close and gives us a tap in, I'll absolutely take. And if we hole it, we get to celebrate. Tiger fist bump, 16 Augusta style. Do it, do it, do it. Come on! Come on, birdie baby. Yes, we needed that. It really does make up for the double. Come on. We've got another shortish par 4 here. 312 yards is the 14th. This one feels a little bit cheeky actually, because it really feels like I'm sure there is a lot of space up there, but I think on the right hand side I've measured, you probably need to hit it about 180 to have yourself a shot into the green, unless you go left and make the hole longer. But equally on the left hand side, just where that tree line is, there's also a ditch there, so you don't want to be too far left. But I think a good line is that sort of oak tree right in the distance, about 240 away. But I think if we can hit the 5-wood exactly like we did 2 holes ago, it'll put us into a really good position. And we have. It's literally right on that oak tree. It's a really nice golf shot. Yeah, probably about 190-ish, exactly what we wanted Round the corner, hopefully we'll be able to flick a wedge in. So another really good 5-wood. It was dead at that oak tree that's over there. We're just looking around the dogleg now. We've got a 125 into the flag. Again, feels like it's wind into. I am going to be aggressive here and hit a 9, which should get me all the way back there. Looks like there's a bunker to the right, and other than kind of the gorse and bushes to the left, not a lot of other danger. I was just thinking as I was walking down this fairway, like, I really hope the camera's doing justice and the drone footage is doing justice to this golf course. It's absolutely stunning. You know, again, we are in autumn, golf courses are in kind of protect mode, but it just is a really stunning golf course. As I walk around it, there's a great variety of holes as well. Short par 4s, long par 4s, gettable par 5s, risk reward holes. The par 3s have just been stunning in their backdrop. It's just a beautiful golf course, and I would love to come back with my friends in the summer. But before we do that, let's try and finish this round off. We've got off to a good back 9. Let's try and continue it. Might just want to move to the right here because we've got ball slightly above feet. Ah, it's pulled right. Please get over that bunker. It's straight in it. Not good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because you're about to see something special. Bunker shots are probably my weakest part of my golf game, greenside bunker shots. This one's got a big lip about 4 feet high. I can see the flag, you can't from the angle. We've probably got 10 yards to work with. There is a lot of green over here, but if I get it out of this and I've got myself a putt for par, we make bogey, I will be absolutely delighted with that. Right, come on. Hey! I've pulled it to the right, but it is out. While I'm lining this putt up, guys, you could see that was a nerve-wracking shot for me. I'd love to hear in the comments down below, if you were playing on camera and someone offered you a shot that you just didn't want to play, which shot would it be? Mine is definitely the greenside bunker shot. 15 feet here for a par. And if we end up making it, it will feel just as good as that birdie on the last hole. We made the 5 though, guys. Right, 15th, 538 yard par 5, so probably the longest one I think that we've played on the course. I think it's the last one as well. It looks like it doglegs round to the left. Again, there's 2 trees on their own in the distance. They're about 250 away. I'm going to just try and go at them, and if it does peel off, then absolutely fine. Oh, I've peeled that round there. I'm hoping it's okay. Yep, saw it come down. Just got to hope that it does cut round that corner quite quickly, otherwise we might be blocked out a little bit on the next shot. It's actually worked out perfectly in the end. It's probably the perfect shape of drive, which is a really interesting thing. I'd love to hear from you guys down below. I love playing new golf courses, but I think they're both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because you don't have scar tissue that you might have from your own course that you play a lot when you know where you've made mistakes, etc. before. But the curse is you sometimes just don't know the line if it's not obvious. And on that hole, if I'd actually hit the tee shot dead straight, I probably would have added another 30, 40 yards to this hole. As a matter of fact, we've got about 300 based on what my watch is telling me, about 310 to the green. It looks like it's quite open down there. Again, I can't see it because it sort of rises over and down. I think there might be, according to my watch, a bunker somewhere on the right hand side, but otherwise I think we can go at it. So I've just got a little 7-wood, hopefully going to hit this about sort of 180 and just give ourselves some kind of 9-iron, 8-iron wedge into the green, depending on how we strike it and how it lands. Oh no, I've pulled that massively down the right. Get lucky, it's at those trees. Oh, it's clipped them and landed there. I don't know what's up there. So that was a disastrous shot. Absolutely pulled down the right. I'm a firm believer that you've just got to play with your swing on the day and don't try and start doing a range lesson out on the golf course. And I've definitely got a touch of the pools. I'm probably coming over the top of it a bit more than I usually would do today. And I've just got to just accept that that's it today and just try and stay positive and get through it. I've got lucky because that tree is, what, a yard away from my ball. There is a line to the green, but there is a big greenside bunker that is protecting anything right of that flag. So there's another flag, I think it's the 17th, that's over there on the left. So I'm going to try and go as close to this tree as I can, hit a little punchy 7-iron down there, keep it under the next tree. If I get it within 50 yards, I'll be just happy. Like, lower your expectations on this type of shot and just try and get it back in play is my view. Right, 52 yards, exactly where I expected to leave it. Pins at the front. caught it a little bit thin, but it's had some spin on it. It's worked out okay. It's an okay golf shot. Again, another hole I've probably not played that well, so to get out with a par or a bogey would be absolutely fine. Take your medicine and walk on. Just settle. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry that you guys had to see my butt there, but not going to move the camera just for that little tap in. Right, 3 to play. 16 is the second hole where they've added a new sort of ditch across it as an extra hazard, and we'll hopefully show you that on the drone footage, but it's cutting diagonally across the hole. I don't think it's in play even if I miss my tee shot sort of slicey short left. I think it's definitely going to be a carry for the second shot. But we are into the teeth as well, so this is going to play quite long because it also looks like the second shot is probably 5 yards uphill. It just requires a good drive. It really does test you, this golf course. There's some really gettable holes, but there are some where you just need to stand up and hit good golf shots, and unfortunately I haven't done enough of those today, but I really like it regardless. Oh my, I pulled that massively down the right. Please stay safe. Oh, it's safe, but it might be a chip out. Oh, there's times where in golf you just need to stand up and hit a golf shot. Oh, I've chunked it. It's definitely cut. It's going to be short. Oh, it's miles short. It's such a bad golf shot. I gave myself the big build up on the last shot and then didn't execute. Let's see what happens this time. Two-tiered greens. First time I've actually spotted it was a two-tier green, and the pin is right there at the back. So I've hit these bump and run shots quite well today. I've got an 8 because I've still got sort of 3 yards to get up to get to the front of the green, and then up again another yard to that back tier. I think it's just run through. Might have just held onto the back edge. I don't know if you guys find this, but when I'm playing uphill on holes, it's not until you get to the top of the hill and look back that you realise actually how far uphill it is. I always misjudge that. Right, we've got 20 foot. And although I've hit this a little bit too aggressive, that chip, I do think it's better to be up here and 20 foot than leaving it on that bottom tier and also 20 foot. So it's definitely the, you know, the sensible play out of the two, but it requires us to hit hole a really good length putt to save bogey. Just turn. Oh, that would have been nice. It was a really good putt actually. Good pace. 1 foot past the flag. A silly double. Just those couple of holes today have just really killed me, haven't they? Right, 17, 2 holes to go. This one's a long par 4. I think because I've got the elevated camera position, you guys should be able to see the flag right there down in the distance. Just the angle of the hole, it's quite straight, but down there. I'm going to try and aim down the right-hand side. Obviously, I've been hitting this pull all day. Play for it and hopefully peel it into the fairway and give ourselves a chance. I've actually hit a beautiful drive down the right as I aimed, but it's just stayed dead straight on those trees. Absolutely beautiful. It's a long par 4 this one because we've still got 200 to that back right flag and about 170 to get to the front of the green. I'm going to hit the 7 wood now. I'm going to think positive vibes because the last one I hit of these was the one I hit massively to the right on the par 5, and we don't want to do that again because there looks like there's a stream down there and a massive drop off. So it looks like left of this pin is safe, albeit too far left, and you're also in the rubbish. So it just requires stand up, hit a good golf shot. Let's see if I've got it in me. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and I might do it. Come on, get there, get there, get there. Oh, it's just not long enough. Touch heavy off that lie. I'm not going to lie, in the air I thought I'd hit an absolute worldie and I'd be able to all of a sudden, you know, stiff it, make a birdie and feel like the hero after a really shaky round. But I'm still pleased that we're here in 2. That was a really tough second shot off a hanging lie. Oh, sit, and it's going to roll off the camera. Sorry guys, that was really bad. Gone from thinking about heroics of a tap-in birdie when that second shot was in the air to now all of a sudden I've got 10 to 12 foot for par. Oh, it's just drifted at the end. I think my pace putting generally has been good today, but Just not had the lines at times, unfortunate 5. Before I tee off on 18, I just want to say a massive thank you to Molly and the greenkeepers here at Bramshaw Golf Club. Molly's the manager that I was in contact with to arrange to come and film today. When you are a small YouTube channel like mine, you really are asking people to take a punt on you and give you a chance to come and film at their course or use their studio. And I'm really, really grateful to Molly and the team for giving me the opportunity to come and play here. I thoroughly enjoyed my day. It's been absolutely fantastic. Hopefully I've done this course justice, Molly and the team. It really is stunning. I'd love to come back here with my mates. The best compliment I can probably give is this golf course is not too far away from Brockenhurst Manor, which is widely regarded as a top 100 course in the UK. And I've played that in peak summer. This, I think, in peak summer would be absolutely on a level with it and deserving of a chance, almost like a lesser known cousin. So if you are in the vicinity of the New Forest and you do want to give somewhere new a go, please do come and visit Molly and the team. And I've put a link to all of their socials in the descriptions below and a link to the green fee part of their website so you can book yourself a tee time too. If you like the video, please do give it the thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go on, hit that subscribe button, follow Weekend Tour Pros. There's plenty more of this on-course content, real golf, good, bad, ugly, no editing, coming soon on the channel, as well as all the good stuff that you guys are familiar with in terms of product reviews. Right, let's hit the tee shot on 18. Let's try and finish with a good one and try and put some respect on this scorecard. 18th hole, 325 yard par 4. I do know how this hole works. I've seen it a few times as we've been walking around the golf course. You can hopefully see that single sort of really thin grey tree in the distance. It's almost like a dog leg round the corner there, but I think it's a real strategic shot. 325 yards, that's 190. I think you don't want to be past that, otherwise you won't be able to see on the right, but anything shorter than like 150, I also don't think you're going to be able to see into the green as well. So I think we're going to try and hit a hybrid down the middle. Anything left of that was probably going to be okay. Anything right's going to be fine. It just adds some length to the hole. But let's try and give ourselves a chance to make a par on the end and finish with a respectable score. Oh, a necky pull down the right. Story of the day. Just at that 150 post. So we've probably made it a little bit longer than we wanted to, but we are safe and we are in play. This really is a stunning approach shot into 18. Down into the ditch, then back up again through the 2 trees. I've just missed it off the fairway to the right. The flag's right at the back today. It's 169 to it. Down the breeze, it does feel like I've got a lot of club here with this hybrid, but just not sure how quick it's going to come out this rough and would like it to pop up a bit. But also this club does want to normally draw. So I'm hoping I can just start it left side of the green, avoid the trees, and that it might just draw itself round towards the hole. Oh, I've caught that so heavy, unfortunately. It's really poor. After what is not a great second shot, we've got ourselves 50 yards to that flag. About 2/3 of it is fairway and then 1/3 of it is the green. I'm going to try and just play middle of my stance, a nice sort of lowish one in there, and hopefully give ourselves a chance to make that par. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, I think from my scorecard I've got this for 15 over par, which I'm getting 12 shots today. Definitely feel like I've left a few out there with a few putts early doors and a couple of really ropey holes, which I think is to be understood from first time doing this on camera for over a year. I would absolutely be delighted with that score. Yes, really pleased with that. A lovely 4 to finish. Thanks again to Bramshaw Golf Club. Like and subscribe to the video, guys. We'll be back soon.